Hi guys, hello, how are you guys doing? I hope everyone is doing fine. I'm going to be doing a quick one today. I'm making a corset dress for myself actually, and this is the back part of the corset dress that I'm making for myself. I want to be showing you how you can put your boning lines. There are different ways of putting these boning lines. As you can see, I still have a lot of stones here. I've gone ahead to use my hot iron to melt the stone a little bit. So I'm just trying to gradually remove it from that particular place where I want to put my casing. I'll be using, I cut out a strip, my satin 1.5 inches wide. That's what I'm going to be using. Actually, it's not this one. So you have to cut out a strip 1.5 inches. That's what we'll be using to encase our boning. And before I cut out this strip, I cut it on a bias, I didn't cut it straight, rather on bias. So I'm going to be removing these stones now, and when I'm done, I'll show you how, at least for today, I'll be showing you 2 methods how you can achieve your boning line. But for this, as you can see, I've already done the front of my dress. It's going to be a dress because I'm going to be adding the down part of the dress, which is going to be in form of a mermaid skirt. So this is it. I've already encased my boning here, and the cup also. I have to take this away because I'm doing the back part now. This one, the Regline boning, so they call it. It comes in different sizes anyway. It comes in different sizes. This one is a little bit bigger than the one. I want to be making use of this particular one here. But you can see we have different sizes. This particular one too is very, very tiny. You can see that. So it depends on what you want to use it for. According to this one, you can use it for your hat, for making bags, corset, teddies and all that. Let me move it away for now. So, and then I'll remove my stones where I want to encase my boning. Then I will show you how I'm going to be encasing making casing for my boning right away. Stay tuned. So guys, I'm done removing the stones at that particular place where I want to encase my boning, and I have my strip. So I'll be leaving 1 inch. I don't want my boning to get to that place. This is where I want it to stop. Downwards, I'll also be leaving 1 inch. Then for my casing, what kind of casing is this one? But I want my casing is going to get to this top here. It's not a problem. But when I'm inserting my boning, because I'm still going to join the upper part of this a net at this upper part here. So a very simple method is here. This is my center line. Then you go in. I'll be sewing like 1/8 of an inch away from the, or 2/5 of an inch away from that middle line where I want my boning to stay, so to say. So for this method, mind you, the right side is facing my fabric and the wrong side of my strip of this strip is facing me. Right side is facing the right side of my fabric right now. So I'm sewing down. So when you get here, you trim off the rest. Then after trimming off, this is where I sewed. Then you turn your strip like this. You turn it like this. You turn it to this, and then fold. You fold in. While folding, you may want to be careful to know that you may want to bring your boning at this point to make sure that the fold that you have, that afterwards your boning will pass through it without any obstruction, so to say. My boning will pass through the fold that I have right here. Then you put it back and sew straight down. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I hope it's clear enough. So you just maintain that same size that you have. I'm eyeballing it, so to say, but I'm getting it, you know. You may want to also, measure it, iron it down, but for me, I don't have to. I don't have that time. I'm using my hands to press it down. So I also want to hold down this other end. Just sew it straight down at that end. You see, you may want to keep your hands very straight. I don't want to rush it and tell you how easy it is. It is easy, yes, but I miss it somewhere, and I have to correct myself. So I'll now go in with my seam ripper later and now just take off this seam here. So as you can see, I'm done with one. So when you get your boning now, so before I insert it, I'll use my paper tape. I'll use my paper tape to cover this edge here. It's very sharp. This edge is very sharp. Excuse me. You may want to use your paper tape, to just a little bit of it to cover this sharp edge here, or you may want to use your lighter, whatever works for you. There are many ways you can do all these things. Just use it. Inserting, you already know because I left an inch. So what you will do is to cut your boning. You leave an inch. You may want this boning, you may want to see the way it's curving, this curvy part. Don't go and turn it this way around. If you put it, it will not be looking good. Just check this curvy part. This is the part that you're going to be inserting. You leave your 1 inch, then you cut your boning. Let me do it. My 1 inch mark, I can't see it anymore. Let me remark it is here. So just lightly. So 1 inch at the down part here. I hope you can see. So you measure your bone, your limb boning. My strip is already off. I have to do. So this is what I have. You cut it off. So this is what I have here. I've already cut it off. And cover it up like this. I'll cut out another one and cover up the down part. Okay guys, I'm done using my paper tape to cover it up a bit. So whichever way you can insert it, from the upper part or from the lower part, it doesn't matter. What matters is for your boning to go in and relax. Make sure the curvy part here is up. You see? You can see that. Don't turn it the other way around. So you push it up. So at this point now, I will use my pin or something to help myself to push it till the end. Using my nails now. So this is it, guys. This is it for the first method. Hope you can see that. Yeah, it's already in. It's in. You still have enough room to join the lower part of the skirt part of the dress, and also to join the upper part. So this is one. I have my second boning line here. I'll still get my strip. It's enough. For this one, you get your boning. The same way, you measure it where you want it to stop. Like I did, 1 inch or 1/4 inch away from the upper part here. From the down part too, I'm doing 1 inch. You can do, I think, 1 inch, 3/4 of an inch is okay. Then I measure my boning again and cut out. It's also not a must that you tape it with a paper tape. If you don't have a paper tape, hey guys, it's not a do or die thing. You can also do it without. So don't wait and say, I don't have this, I don't have this, this is why I cannot do this. No. So you can see I'm sewing this one. So watch me. You put it, I'm leaving 1 inch up. 1 inch up. I place it at 2/5 of an inch. Like this. This is another method, guys. This is another method. And make sure the right side of this is facing. I almost forgot. The right side will be facing you, facing up. This is the right side. The wrong side is facing down, please, for this other method now. So you leave some allowance up. Leave some allowance up. See, the boning is very funny. It's just rolling. So I'm going to sew now. As you can see on the boning, there's a place like also that you can sew. It's very tiny. I'm sewing there on the boning. I'm sewing down. You sew straight down. 2/5 of an inch at this edge here. this is what we have. This is what we have, guys. This part is facing me. I just sewed here on the boning, you know, this the edge there where you can sew. It's not so rough like this middle part here. So I'll cut off now. Then after which when you are finished sewing like this, what you have to do, I don't know what's with me today. I don't know if I'm speaking Latin. Sorry guys. So when you must have finished sewing it like this, what you do is that you fold it over. This is the one I'm holding. Just fold it over like this to this side. Fold it over. Fold it over to this side. Let me do it again. I have it like this. This is how I sewed it. Fold it over. Fold it over to this side. The boning will be facing you now. You fold it over to this other side. See what I'm doing? Because you're going to sew on top of it. This is the style for this one. You're going to sew. The boning will be inside while you sew. You see? When you fold it like this, you will now have this allowance here. So you carefully fold it to cover your bone, the boning inside. You have to be arranging it very well. This method is a little bit, it's not as easy as the other method. You arrange it very well. Fold the edge here a little bit. This my doorfare satin is even fraying. So in such a way that it will cover your boning inside there. You see? The boning will come inside like this. Why you will use this place to cover it. You go to your machine. You have to be very tactical at this method. So this is where I want it to be now. You place it here, this particular place now. You have to fold it. You find a way of folding my needle down to hold it. If you don't put it down, put your needle down, you may continue struggling with it today till daybreak. So now that you put it down, put your needle down, it will enable you to, you know, arrange it very well. Look at that. So the main objective is for you to, you know, try as much as possible to arrange this rough edge. It's just like you're hemming. You're hemming a down part of your dress, and I can see that. Just like you're hemming. Don't fold it too inside. Just a little bit. So this is another method. It's not as if I want to use this method. I just want to show you. See that? You continue sewing. Using your hand, make the boning to lay flat. Pulling it because it's taking a lot of seam allowance. If you don't pull it to this side, you know, you won't be able to fold in this one because it will be coming out to take your seam allowance from you. You don't be scared to sew on top of the boning. The boning is sewable. So you keep maintaining your lines. As I'm arranging the boning at the middle, I'm still pulling it out so that I'll be able to, you know, arrange this one properly. Using my nails to pull it in properly. The way it works for you. You can see the way I'm arranging it. So coming in with this part. Relax it very well, then you keep sewing. If you don't take your time, you may even pull out from the other side. See that? You may even pull out from the other side and you think you are sewing. So guys, for I personally, I may not want to use it. It's just to show you that there's also such a method, but I personally, I'm not a fan of this method because I don't like things that gives me headache. Once I find a simple way of doing things, my God, I'll just thank my God, you know. So guys, I'm sewing down the other side. We have finished sewing down this side, so we are sewing down the other side on top and making sure that our fabric is nice and flat. Okay. So guys, for me, my first method is, as you can see, if we are to analyze this now, we can say this is the second method now. My first method relaxes well for me. You can see there is no stress. You don't have to pull and push. so guys, this is it about this tutorial. There are other methods too. If this was helpful to you, I hope you've learned one or two things from this video. Give my video a thumbs up, support a sister, a friend, and watch out for my next video, guys. Stay safe, okay? And I'll see you guys on my next video. Practice, 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 and let's grow together. You can see that. You can put as many boning lines as possible. So guys, to have a lovely evening or morning or afternoon wherever you're watching me from. I love you guys. Bye bye. Relax it very well, then you keep sewing. If you don't take your time, you may even pull out from the other side. See that? You may even pull out from the other side and you think you are sewing. So guys, for I personally, I may not want to use it. It's just to show you that there's also such a method, but I personally, I'm not a fan of this method because I don't like things that gives me headache. Once I find a simple way of doing things, my God, I'll just thank my God, you know. So guys, I'm sewing down the other side. We have finished sewing down this side, so we are sewing down the other side on top and making sure that our fabric is nice and flat. Okay. So guys, for me, my first method is, as you can see, if we are to analyze this now, we can say this is the second method now. My first method relaxes well for me. You can see there is no stress. You don't have to pull and push. so guys, this is it about this tutorial. There are other methods too. If this was helpful to you, I hope you've learned one or two things from this video. Give my video a thumbs up, support a sister, a friend, and watch out for my next video, guys. Stay safe, okay? And I'll see you guys on my next video. Practice, 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 and let's grow together. You can see that. You can put as many boning lines as possible. So guys, to have a lovely evening or morning or afternoon wherever you're watching me from. I love you guys. Bye bye.